When you're in a relationship with a narcissist, there's no question that it changes you. The kind of emotional abuse they put you through has several long-lasting effects, no matter what happens to the relationship. The narcissist will lie to you, gaslight you, and use other manipulative techniques that can have a detrimental effect on both your physical and mental health. To truly understand how the narcissist can cause such dramatic changes in your life, you need to watch this video until the end. So, let's dive in deeper. What are the stages of a narcissistic relationship? The stages of a relationship with a narcissist include the idealization stage, the devaluation stage, and finally, the discard. In the idealization stage, the narcissist will be busy learning everything they can about you. They seem so interested in everything you care about and everything you want in your life. They also seem to share your interests, and they seem to like the same things. They are endlessly curious about what you like, they want to meet your friends, and they like doing the same things you do. That all changes, however, when the relationship enters the devaluation stage. At this point, you can't seem to do anything right. The narcissist has unrealistically high expectations for your behavior, and you can rest assured you will never live up to what they want. They begin criticizing you all the time. Finally, after they have gotten all they want from you or they sense you might leave them, they may discard you without notice. Their goal is often to leave you wondering what happened. These stages can be very disruptive to your self-esteem and self-confidence. With these stages in mind, let's explore how dating a narcissist changes you in 7 ways. Number 1, your self-esteem suffers. A common damaging effect of narcissistic abuse is that your self-esteem suffers. During the devaluation stage of a relationship with a narcissist, you will find that they are constantly criticizing you. Even if you have a fairly strong sense of yourself, when you're exposed to that kind of treatment over a long period of time, it takes its toll. This is particularly true when the criticism is coming from someone you thought loved you. During the initial idealization stage of a relationship with a narcissist, you probably thought you had met the perfect match. They seem so loving and supportive, and they're so interested in your needs and desires. You probably thought you were so lucky to have found such a person. But that stage can't last, since the narcissist can't sustain a focus on someone other than themselves. Eventually, they begin to focus on their own needs and make unrealistic demands of you. When you can't meet those demands, and you never will be able to, the narcissist begins to devalue you with almost constant criticism. Number 2, you become more anxious. As your relationship with the narcissist moves into the devaluation stage, you find yourself walking on eggshells. When this first starts, you likely make excuses for the narcissist. You might think that they are just going through a hard time, or that your relationship is hitting a rough patch. You double down on your efforts to please them or show your love for them, but you'll find this still doesn't work. As you continue to try and please them, you become increasingly anxious. Nothing seems to be working, and they seem to be getting more critical. Not only does this kind of treatment leave you feeling anxious within this relationship, it can leave you with emotional scars that bleed into other relationships as well. You don't know what to expect since you thought this person was perfect for you, but they still changed. Number 3, you're uncertain of your perceptions. The constant gaslighting that a narcissist employs against the people in their life makes their victims feel as though they can't trust their own perceptions and interpretations. The narcissist will try very hard to convince you that what you think happened didn't happen. It seems almost surreal because you can't imagine how anyone would interpret what happened differently. Still, like most healthy people, you question yourself. There's an adage about how competent people don't seem confident because They are constantly questioning what they've done. That's kind of what happens here. You're a healthier person than the narcissist is, but like most people who are fairly healthy, you may first question if you have interpreted something incorrectly. This is something known as being ego-dystonic. Ego-dystonic people will look inward first to see if something they did created a problem. Number 4, you lose trust in others. A relationship with a narcissist can leave you distrustful of other people in general. After all, your relationship with the narcissist started out great. You may have even thought this was the right person for you, and it's difficult to understand how you couldn't see the truth about them. You learn from this experience how easy it is for people to hide the truth about themselves, and that can leave you questioning whether or not you can trust anyone else. This can have obvious long-term effects on your ability to form healthy relationships in the future. Number 5, you become more isolated. Narcissists will purposely try to isolate you so that you won't have anyone who can validate your perceptions for you. They don't want you to have someone to talk to, particularly about them. They will employ a number of techniques to isolate you from friends and even family members. They essentially don't want you to have anyone who's on your side. They want you to have only them to turn to and talk to about your experiences and perceptions. Aside from their purposeful isolation, you may choose to self-isolate following your experiences with a narcissist. You may feel as though you can't trust other people, and you can't trust your own perceptions. Number 6, you feel you can't trust yourself. After all the gaslighting, lying, and projection, you can easily come to feel as though you can't trust yourself. You didn't see the truth about the narcissist, and then their criticism has a lasting effect as well. It's easy to feel you can't feel confident in your own ability to judge other people and see when they are using you. It can take a long time for you to recover from the feeling that you are gullible or naive. And number 7, you have problems developing new relationships. After all the ways a narcissist abuses you, it can easily cause problems with developing new relationships. You have just been through a relationship in which you were completely taken in at first. It's difficult to understand how someone you thought was so wonderful turned out to be so rotten inside. Your inability to have seen that coming can make you fear the same with any new relationship, whether romantic or not. You will constantly be on guard for the narcissistic behavior you just experienced. Finally, a relationship with a narcissist can change your life forever. Narcissistic personality disorder is a destructive kind of mental condition that not only hurts the narcissist, it also hurts everyone around them. If you're dating a narcissist, you're particularly close to the destructive behaviors, and the effects of that can leave lasting damage. It's important to understand that everything you experienced with the narcissist was the product of their personality disorder and not your character. It's hard to see that, though, when you're in the midst of such a damaging relationship. It's vital to keep in mind that you don't deserve this kind of treatment. And it's also important to understand that not everyone is like that. It's critical that you also realize if you leave a narcissist, they will likely come back into your life. Even if they leave you, they will probably come back at some point. It's important for you to watch this video about how long it will take them to come back, so that you can take the appropriate steps to take care of yourself. So go and watch that video next. Thanks for watching.